if you are a balding or bald man and you feel like your confidence levels aren't as high as you want them to be, then I'm going to run you through what I call the 3 pillars to being confidently bald. We're not talking about just patching it up, putting something over to cover it so you feel confident about yourself. No, I'm talking about developing true unshakable confidence in yourself that isn't just going to get you up to where you were pre-balding, okay? This is actually going to take your confidence levels far beyond what they ever have been before in your life. Whatever your goals are, and we'll get onto that, this is the soul portion. You know, whether you just want to be a good, honest family man and raise a good family, you want to start your business, you just want to be a pillar in your community, in your church maybe, you want to go and travel, you want to smash the dating market, you want to do it all. Whatever you want to do, once you achieve this incredible confidence level that you deserve and are capable of, sky's the limit. And what I will say just straight off the bat, this isn't for everyone. The guy that I'm speaking to here, much like myself, if you are drawn to the path of accepting this, there's something deep down inside you. Although the balding or just being bald has been difficult, you know, it has caused you to be less confident, it has caused you to doubt yourself in the past. Despite all of that, I want you to recognize that you have incredible potential. If you have been drawn to the path of acceptance, okay, then that tells me that there's something inside you that is willing to face hard things, okay, face them head on and overcome them. And you really need to recognize your potential if this is the type of man you are. And that's who I'm speaking to in this video. So step 1, the hair situation. Now, what I will say, these aren't done one by one, okay? You can do these all together. But of course, as the balding and bald man, we need to take control of the hair situation. And I'm calling this the mind pillar, okay? The mind pillar. And why am I doing that? I'm doing that because at its core, guys, again, I've got other videos on this. Search Baldcafe, how to accept balding, if you want to go deeper into this one specific area. But the hair situation, it's all in the mind, okay? It's all about that anxiety. It's all about that hiding. And with the hair situation, what we essentially need to do, spoken about it loads of times, is break that anxiety over it, okay? Anxiety cycle that we're in, worrying about it. You need to break that. There's 3 tools that you can use to do this. You either stop the hiding gradually. So let's just say you take your hat off, so you stop the hiding, or you can use a physical act to help you stop that hiding. If your hair loss isn't that severe, you can do the gradual approach, okay? Get a gradual haircut. Basically, it's so short, you can't really use all of these products and things to try to really mimic the appearance of a full head of hair and hide it. I actually met some guy on the Barbican. I was out the other day and he was in this exact position, rocking that short haircut, and he was like, yeah, it's not a thing for me. And he'd gone down the gradual path. Also, you can do the head shave, okay? This is the big one, the head shave. And that physical act of shaving off the hair is you confronting the anxiety over going bald in one big swoop. So you need to take control of all that anxiety that's going on with the hair situation. That's the first pillar. By finally confronting all that anxiety that you've got about the hair loss, you recognize your potential for facing hard things, and you recognize, okay, that you do actually have really good confidence levels. That confidence is already in you, okay? You don't just recognize that by doing nothing, okay? You only recognize your true confidence partly when you do hard things, okay? When you do hard things, when you actually do things to recognize it in yourself. And so one of these incredible pillars is when you take control of your hair situation. That really goes so much into you recognizing your true confidence. Okay, let's talk about the second pillar, which is the physical foundation, the body. So we've got mind. Now let's talk about the body. Okay. Now, a common misconception around this is that you need to overcompensate by turning into a big steroid monkey. Okay, I thought this at the start as well, and that may not align with who you are. Maybe you're a nice, gentle man. Okay, you're a gentleman. Maybe you're a little bit nerdy or something. You're like, but I'm not a big bearded, shaved headed, you know, like bouncer type. Okay, this is often a criticism I see. It's nothing to do with that, boys. Okay, this is nothing to do with that. But in order to really improve your confidence levels, to really achieve the confidence that you do have as a balding or bald man, you do need to work on the physical foundation, and we do that by working on our body. And so how does working on your body actually improve your confidence and help you reach the confidence that you deserve? Well, you working on your physical body shows you so many things about yourself. It takes drive. It takes drive. It takes discipline. It's about having pride in yourself, okay? You looking after yourself. It's about respect, okay? It's about respect. Having enough respect for you and your own body, and showing yourself that by achieving its true potential. We're talking about naturally, sustainably, and literally just doing the work, okay? Doing the work on that, putting one foot in front of the other, one rep after the other, one nice bit of healthy food in your mouth, scientifically working out what your body needs, and just doing those little bits day by day. You're showing yourself that you respect yourself enough, and you have enough pride in who you are in yourself to do these small little actions. But when those little actions compound and you start to really just look after yourself, okay, not only do you get an incredible confidence boost because of the way you look, you know, the mental element of this as well. I thought of it like this the other day. It's like, if that was the only thing you were doing in your life, if everything else was going to shit, work, your finances, your relationships, if everything else was going to shit, but you knew that each day you did small daily actions to really looking after your health and your body and achieving what it's truly capable of, then you will always have just a strong, solid foundation to work from. This is the foundation, because if everything else isn't working out for you, okay, this is something you can always rely on to improve your confidence, okay? And this is, I think, this physical foundation is the perfect sort of bedrock for building this incredible, confident life that you are capable of, again, as the type of balding man who is going down the path of acceptance, okay? Get this dialed in at its core, at its foundation. Everything else is going to be far easier. Just merely doing that one act, okay? Yourself, I know this is getting messy now, but your self-worth, okay? Feeling like you're worth it, your self-worth is going to be up there, okay? And these are small little actions that every man can do, and the confidence that you get from that is incredible. Let's get on to the fun part, okay? Which is, let's get a fun new pen, which is the dreams, the drive, and the mission, okay? Every man needs a mission in life, okay? Mine, of course, is to share my energy and enthusiasm for achieving your maximum potential as a balding and bold man, okay? Let's just call it that, and helping as many guys as I can get there. That is my mission in life. Sharing my own enthusiasm for this with others, to give them that belief that they can far exceed the negative place that hair loss took them at one point. And we're talking soul, okay? So we got mind, body, soul. These are the three pillars, okay? So every man needs a mission. We're not talking about you becoming, you know, the next crypto millionaire or getting a place in Dubai. It's not only that. That's not the only sort of like goals that you should have. Being a good friend, being a part of the community like we spoke about earlier, raising a family, having your own little small business that you're proud of, having a solid relationship. Maybe your goal in life is to also take control of something you've struggled with and then share that with others to help them improve their lives. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you want to go traveling. You want to, I don't know, summit a certain amount of mountains or walk a certain amount of miles, or it could be anything at all. But you need a mission, and you have one. You have one. Okay, you do have one. This is about finding your purpose, your mission, and chasing your dreams, dare I say it. Okay, and this is a beautiful thing. If this is off, if this isn't aligned, I've written aligned here. If this part is also off for you, you aren't going to be able to reach maximum confidence levels, okay? Maximum self-worth if this part is off. You do need an alignment of all of these things. And again, it's a journey. As long as you are working towards these, the common misconception is like, oh, you need to just quit your job and like, I don't know, go live on a beach or something, right? That's not what I'm getting at here. Which is what I said, like maybe you do want to help the less fortunate in your community, right? If that's your mission, for example, you still have your normal job that you go to and you do. And you go into that then provides you the free time, the stability and the income to help you reach your mission, okay? It gives you the weekends off or the evenings, let's say, for you to go and do these community projects or spend time with your family as part of your mission. And this is what you need to just feel good in your soul, okay? Like genuinely. Now, if you're struggling to know what your sort of purpose is, what your mission is, I've got a book for you here. Let me find it. Where is it? What do you really want to be? Oh, that's a good book. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one. This is a really good book. I'll hold it up here. I could do anything if I only knew what it was, by Barbara Shear. Okay, sounds a bit woo-woo, sounds a bit like, ooh yeah, let's just circle jerk each other into our dreams. But it's really good at framing, at you just sort of like getting out of the distractions and really nailing down what it is you want to kind of do with your life or what your mission is. But if you don't have a mission as a guy, like honestly, if you don't have a mission, you're not aligned, everything isn't combined, and you're not going to reach your potential. But these things take time, and you can work on all three of these at the same time. Why, you might be thinking, why this just applies to anyone? Why are you talking about the like balding, bald, whatever? For a lot of young men, the challenge of overcoming the balding, and you should be grateful for this, if the challenge of balding, okay, is one of the first times you've had to face something difficult in your life, honestly, it's a gift. Because when you recognize that you can face it and you can overcome this, that self-belief in your mind, you're like, okay, well, I've overcome that. What else can I do? What else can I achieve? And that is truly the gift of this. And I'm being genuine here. I'm being deadly serious, okay? Because at the end of the day, like, that is what life is, okay? I said earlier on in my videos, and I need to control myself here, control the emotions. But 5 years ago, you know, I said a lot of this stuff. However, I was very early on in my own journey of life, okay? And I was like, you know, your life's going to be better for this. Like, this is what life's about. It's challenge after challenge, and you overcome it. And with each overcoming of the challenge, your confidence in yourself grows, your belief in yourself grows, and that's just life, basically. And I was like, if you can overcome the whole hair thing, the next time a challenge comes along, you're going to be better prepared for it. Now, at that time, boys, another challenge hadn't come along. However, I will tell you, behind the scenes of all of this stuff, I have faced other challenges that have been much more difficult than the balding. And I think, you know, they don't even compare, to be honest. But it is true. Life is about overcoming these challenges that are just going to come time and time again. Okay, that is just part of life. It's working through those challenges, okay, and facing them and getting through them, that you really see what you're made of, what you really see your potential. I can't stress this enough, your true potential at all the amazing things you can do. And if you've got these three pillars in motion in your life, the mind, for us specifically, okay, it's going to be the balding stuff, taking care of that, but also then that applies to the other challenges that come up. If you've got a physical foundation, you're always working on your physical body, okay, to really respect yourself enough to achieve a solid physical foundation. And at some extent, you're always working on your dreams and your mission. With all of these things aligned, boys, the sky's the limit for you. The sky is the limit. Working on these three pillars is what got me to where I'm at today. Again, I will go into more of these probably separately in future videos, because I think this is really important. But I just wanted to give you a little overview. If you're working on these, you can completely get past the hair stuff. If you've got any struggles with the balding or being bald, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You work on those 3 things. A lot of the men that you've seen on the channel, okay, this is what's worked for a lot of the men you've seen on the channel. And often, the whole hair stuff, okay, again, talking to the balding and bald lads out there, this is what kicks off, this is what kick starts you then working on the other 2 pillars. If you want to talk more with me, one-on-one, okay, specifically about how you can maybe implement these 3 pillars in your life, I'm actually going to drop a Calendly link down below. It's not a sales call or anything like that. We'll grab a coffee and we'll talk about your situation, perhaps where you feel like you're not aligned, you know, where you think you need to work on. If it's any of these 3, book in a call with me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm here to do. Okay, this is my mission. This is my mission in life. I'll put that in the description. This is what's going to take you to your true potential. I hope that's been interesting and helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.